now.
Hi, how's it going, everybody?
Welcome. Here we are.
We did it. This is Talk Comics to Me, your weekly update on what's going on in the comic book world via us, people who don't know anything. I'm Championsstein.
Welcome. I'm Heather.
We're quite knowledgeable, I'm just kidding.
We're really good at pretending we are, I feel like.
If nothing else.
Yeah.
We can fake it until we make it.
Look, I always thought I should be an actress. And I think this position that I'm in is like a clear...
It's like the next step up. It's even better than being an actress. You don't get paid.
Yeah.
What could be better than that?
It's true. I don't get paid. I don't get health insurance. I don't have any actual job security. I love it. I love it. Okay.
That's why we do this.
I'm just going to start talking about these comics here.
Go ahead.
So I have this. This is issue 00. That's a Snake Eyes, right? It says V.E. Schwab's Extraordinary. This is, I guess technically it would be like an introduction to the story 2 that is coming. It's about a girl named Charlotte who gets into an accident, a school bus accident with the rest of her class. Several casualties. She manages to survive, but with that, it awakens her extraordinary power, which is when she sees people's reflections, she sees how they're gonna die.
Okay.
So it was very interesting. I was super excited that the first person that dies that you get to see is a cop. So, you know, into that.
Extraordinary.
It was extraordinary, yeah. Even though he did seem like a very friendly little cop, whatever. Yeah, that was it. that's all I can tell you. I didn't add it to my poll or anything. I just kind of picked it up because it was $1, and I do happen to like most V.E. Schwab books that I read. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So
yeah, you've read a few.
I have a few of them, and I've read all of her actual novels too. So you know, you would think that I would be like, oh, a Schwab book, I might as well just get it. Every time I'm like, nah, and then I end up enjoying it. So,
maybe.
Yeah, I did special order the first actual issue because one of my favorite artists does the cover art for it. So I was like,
cool.
Might as well do it.
All right, you ready?
Yeah, do it.
I have The Dog's Bite. This is issue number 3. You didn't get a chance to read this
I haven't read that one yet.
Yeah, I won't talk too much about it. I still really great this issue. Once again, the panel setups and a lot of things that are happening in here I love. Just a cute little, not really cute, but a really great detective story. I've enjoyed it immensely so far. Like I don't know, I don't have enough good things to say about it. Like,
it's cute. The characters are cute.
Yeah, it's just like it's got such like a weird darkness to it that I really enjoy, and I just like, I don't know, I'm a sucker for a good mystery, and it does have like a really interesting mystery, and like I really like the narration as well. Just like a lot of it, like the tone, everything just like fits really, really well.
I really love the narrator in it, just because he kind of, like, he's really interesting, because he makes me a little uncomfortable.
Yeah, no, that's a good way to describe it. And I just, like, I don't know, I really like the main character quite a bit, like Jo. She's cool, or they're cool, and I just, like, really like the way they're going about, like, trying to figure out this mystery of, like, their friend going missing, but also, like, their dad as well is, like, tied into this, and, like, the whole town being part of this whole, like,
conspiracy.
Yeah, no, exactly. So it's cool.
Small town conspiracy murder mystery. I love it.
Yeah, it's really good. And then, you know, like, she's also dealing with like other health issues that like come into play within this issue. So
okay, I'm gonna have to read that.
Yeah, it's really great. Ready for the next?
Yeah.
We got Last Witch. This is issue number 5.
This is the Last Witch.
Yeah, this might be the last issue. Honestly, it felt really rushed.
It did.
In comparison to all the other issues. Like, I really liked all the other issues because they felt really well paced. And this just kind of felt like it was like, all right, now we have to just, like, finish it. And it's like, well, there wasn't really a real ending.
I feel like that's what it was supposed to be. Like, maybe they realized that they wouldn't be able to tie it up in this last issue, which is why it says the end, ... question mark. Mm-hmm. So maybe they will be doing, like, a second part to it where you get to see, like, more of it, which that would make the most sense. If they didn't do that, I would be very confused.
Yeah, well, I just, like, and then if that is the case, like, it doesn't feel like it was necessary to rush this particular issue and the things that are happening in there.
Right.
Because it just doesn't have, like, the same, I feel like, gravity as, like, the other issues did.
Basically what happens is Saoirse is going to defeat the witch.
Yeah, one of the other witches that she needs to defeat. Art's still really great.
Oh yeah, I love it.
The colors are really great. Yeah, no, it's a really good story. It's just, like, I was just kind of like, well, a little bummed out with this issue, I suppose.
Yeah. I do love the intensity of the scenes.
Yeah, but I think that's, like, the thing is just, like, these things just, like, happen so, like, quickly. It doesn't have, like, I don't know, it doesn't have the weight it feels like it should.
I really do hope that there is.
Oh yeah,
like a second part to
for
it.
Sure.
And again, I don't know why they wouldn't do that unless they came across some, like, issue where they have people like us on staff that they couldn't pay, but
or I mean, it could be, just a numbers thing. Whatever, all of the stuff.
It's such a good story though that I don't know. I really, really enjoy it, and I want to read more, so they better give me more. Just for me.
Just you.
Just for me. I will personally fund the next 5 issues with the money that I don't make.
Good luck.
Yeah, thank you. I couldn't remember which way the title went. Thor and Loki Double Trouble. This is issue number 3. There is one more. Loki has a spear that he uses to try to clean up the mess that they made in the previous issue, but of course it goes haywire because he doesn't understand the powers of the spear. So they're falling, and I love this because they are falling forever, and they're just having this conversation while they're, like, falling. When they finally, it's really funny to me, but when they finally land, they're in Jotunheim, and they're going to defeat frost giants and stuff, and then out of nowhere, another hammer comes in, and it turns out they're in an alternate dimension where Thor and Loki are the women versions of themselves, which I'm very excited about because female Loki is my favorite. Look how so good. So good. But female Loki is the one who has control of the spear now, so they have to try to find it. Yeah. It's so much fun. It's so cute. I would recommend this to every child. And grown up, honestly, who enjoys a good mischievous story.
Good.
That's it.
Alright, so I have The Good Asian. This is issue number 1. This was... Goodness, I pulled the U here.
Look at this. Look at that.
I really, really particularly like this book a lot. There's a couple books, this and Eve, that really, like, blew me away. But this is dealing with, I can't remember his real name. I'm sorry. Forgive me.
We never remember names.
Yeah, he said his name, like, several times, though. So
is it good?
Yeah, I know, he has a great name.
No, I meant, is his name good?
Oh. No, his name is Edison Hark.
Oh, wow, that's a fantastic name.
Yeah, no, that's why I was like, why can't I remember? Yeah. I kept wanting to say Harker because,
Dracula.
Yeah. Nothing like Dracula. So this follows Edison Hark, who is a detective. He is a Chinese-born detective. He was kind of born via an affair.
Ooh, an illegitimate child. I love that.
And
so am I.
And he is just trying to find his mother, basically. And he's hired by his brother. It's a whole thing. It goes into a lot of...
Is it a Nor crime? Is that... I remember seeing it, like, solicited as a specific thing, but I can't remember what it was.
Yeah.
Okay.
And so it just, like, goes into, like, how just America is awful a lot of the times and tries to, get rid of certain people or not let them in or keep them away in places. So it, like, touches on that.
Yeah, that tracks.
Yeah, so it's really, really good. It's really, really interesting, and I'm really interested to see, like, where it goes from here. Just, like, really good detective story, and the beats are just, like, really interesting. Art's really great too.
Yeah, no, I really like the art.
Yeah.
I don't mind them, but I'm never super into, like, detective stories.
Yeah.
Like, it has to take something very special, I guess, and for me to read it.
Yeah, no, I get
so.
that. I think you would enjoy this just because of, like, the other aspects of that. And I'm really interested, too, because, like, he's talking in his author's notes about just, like, including other, like, things in later, like, episodes, later issues.
Or episodes.
So
yeah, I did for that one. I really did. I went back and forth on it for quite a while, and I thought I had special ordered the first issue. But
I had also gone really back and forth on this one in particular, just because I just like I wasn't sure, like honestly I wasn't like 100% sold, but there was just like so much hype about it on the internet. I was like, okay, I'll give the first issue a try, and I'm really glad I did because I really, like I said, I was just like blown away. Like I finished it and I was like, damn. That was good. I really, really liked that, and I like can't wait to read the rest of it.
Yeah, I'll have to borrow that from you too.
And I just
read
like
the first one.
I don't know. It's just like that murky water that like he's kind of running through right now too. It's just like who he is and
who am I?
Yeah,
the whole like Simba like in the water thing.
Yeah,
like,
and just like but also being kind of a bad person at the same time.
Ooh, I love that.
I know. That's why I thought you would like this.
Dang.
Because I think you would like that like aspect of him.
Okay, I'll have to. I mean, I did want to check it out anyway. I just didn't have time because I forgot about everything today.
Yeah, no, that's fine. Okay, so next we have Eve. We both just read this. I really wanted to talk about this because I love this book.
Yeah, I thought it was really good.
It was something I did not put on my pull file and did
Me
not
either.
order this first issue.
I know, that was another thing that I swear I had special ordered the first one because I remember thinking, like, when Wendy was talking about it, she had said something about Eden in that one shot, and I was like, I know I didn't add that. It was Eve that I had, like, gotten the first issue for. Yeah, apparently I didn't do either of them.
That was one I went back and forth on, and I decided no, just because I feel like the solicit just, like, didn't do it, like...
Did it mention robots anywhere?
I don't think so.
Or, like, post-apocalyptic world?
I think it did.
Okay, because then that was probably why I didn't, but I swear I did anyway.
But, like, anyway. I think the solicit turned me off, and then, like, the cover art was something I was just like, I'm not, like, I don't know. I don't know what this is about, and I don't think I'll like it.
Yeah.
So I said no. And then I was like, I'm just curious. I want to read it anyway.
Yeah, and then it turned out being like the best comic that I read this week.
Yeah, no, same. The best comic
Absolutely.
I read this week. It was insane. Like, just about a little girl discovering the world she thought around her is not real, and having to find out you're also like gonna save the world.
Yeah. Yeah, wakes up from like a Dr. Evil cryogenic sleep and is like, wait, everything that I've been seeing and dreaming about and stuff is not actually stuff that's been happening. It's simulations.
Yeah, so
I guess is the easiest.
Yeah. So it was just like, it was a really great story. I really enjoyed the author's notes at the end. Like, I thought it was really great. The art was just like blew me away. Like, it was so good.
I recently, in my older, softer years, I have discovered that a lot of the stories that I enjoy are focused mainly on children, which when I was younger I used to hate when children were like the main characters in stories because it was just so annoying to me. It's like, they would not be able to survive this. Kids wouldn't do that, as if I would be able to. I don't know, it was really weird. But now every like book that I really enjoy, especially like post-apocalyptic type books, if it's with a child, I'm like, cool, I'll read it. Because it's interesting to me, because of course kids would be able to survive that kind of stuff. Like, they've got street smarts like you can't imagine. Because they're still so young and like innocent, and they don't know, like, you know? I don't know. I just think it's easier for kids to do that kind of stuff now, and I wish that I had appreciated it when I was younger rather than just like hating kids. Whatever. This is my life.
But yeah, that's definitely one to like pick up if you're like at your shop. Is that book
For
it's
sure.
so good.
It's limited, right? It's like supposed to be 5 issues.
Yeah, I don't think it's supposed to be that long. So
it's worth the read.
Worth it for sure.
All right. I have God of War Fallen God issue number 3. There's one more, and it's just our main dude, Kratos, just like fighting big monsters and saving towns and just not being able to get a break. I love it because he's just so fed up the entire time. He beats one monster and is like, all right, cool, I'm leaving, and then tries to leave and gets to a certain point and is like, why won't you leave me alone? Because another bigger monster comes out. Like, this is him just trying to leave, and he's like, what are you doing? Like, leave me alone, I'm done with this. And then this huge thing comes, and he even still tries to run away. He turns around and is like, I'm leaving, and this thing just, like, comes after him, so he has to fight it. I love it. I just love how bitter and annoyed he is.
Yeah, no.
That's also going to just be 4 issues, so... I don't know, I love my video game comics.
Yeah, you really do. You really do.
They're fun! I like the little stories that aren't a part of the game.
That's fine.
Yeah.
They're basically like little side quests.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, so I have Bitterroot. This is issue number 12. This actually came out last week, and all the copies didn't show up, and this time they all showed up damaged. So I just read a damaged copy. Yeah, just seeing Gary family figuring out what's going on or trying to figure out what's going on. This is pretty deep into the story, so nothing much to say otherwise. But,
Right.
I mean, it is a book that's like really interesting and worth picking up and checking out. Just based in the 1920s in the South, and follows a family trying to fight demons
While dealing with
racism,
prejudice and
Yeah.
stuff. Yeah. Okay.
It
is a good story that's
Yeah.
worth checking out. I've heard that from multiple people. So get the trades, get the issues.
Yeah, I would
if
say
you
the
can.
art is really great too. Like, it's just a solid book all around.
I ordered several trades today. That was the one thing I did remember doing because I had to go get the Hellfire Gala issues before I forgot about it and missed out on them, like X of Swords.
Yeah.
But while I was there, I ordered the first trade for that, and
nice.
then God, there was one more trade that I ordered that I was super excited to tell you about because I was I've been saying I was going to do it.
Yeah.
I finally did it, and now I can't remember.
Yeah, I can't remember either.
Because I feel like there's one every week where I'm like, I'll check out the trade.
Yeah.
Oh, Jimmy Olsen.
Oh, yeah.
I did Jimmy
awesome.
Olsen.
Great. Yeah,
That's what it
I'm
was,
really excited for you to get that.
Yep. Because I ordered several things from DC, actually, stuff that I wouldn't normally do at all because I was I have one DC book every 6 months. I need to get more into it. I think if I'm going to be talking about comics, I can't just do Marvel.
Yeah, no, I get it.
Yeah,
It's a little harder to traverse into DC stuff, though.
Yeah, because I don't care for any of the characters.
I was saying, yeah, and it's basically right now, especially, it's just it's Batman.
Yeah.
Who do you want to read? Do you want to read Batman, or do you want to read about some sort of other Gotham City Batman side character, Bat Family character?
I am getting the first issue of the Booster Gold one. I don't care for it, but I figured I might as well just try the first issue.
It's a choice.
It was a choice. There were a couple other first issues that I special ordered, just the first one as well, just to just do it. Also, if you're a fan of Beast Boy Loves Raven is going to be out soon. I'm very excited about that. Okay, anyway, we're going to talk about this.
We got Wind. This is issue number 6. This is back from a little hiatus.
Yeah, this was only supposed to be 5 issues, but they kept going, and I am so happy.
Yeah, I am also very happy. And I'm really, I don't know, I love all of these characters. I love, the introduction of, the new characters in here. I feel like the art's, almost better than last story arc.
I love the Queen Vampire. I don't remember what her name was.
Yeah, no.
She looks so creepy. I love it. The bandaged man's sister is what it is. Basically, Yorick's dad, the king, is it?
Yeah.
Yorick's dad, or was it his uncle?
It's his dad.
It's his actual dad. Okay.
His uncle is the one who is, he's going to.
Correct. That's what it was. Okay, so Yorick's dad is we're going to hire these vampires and we're going to scare my son. If his friends die, I don't care. And then you get to meet back up with our little group. And can I just say, I love Thorn. I love Thorn so much.
Yeah, no, he's great. Everybody, like I said, all the characters are really well-rounded.
It's real
really
solid.
Good.
I didn't read that one yet either.
Yeah.
So.
And this is Hollow Heart. This is issue number 3. This is also extremely damaged.
I was wondering about that because I couldn't remember if they were damaged or not, and I was just like, dang, dude, that is bent.
Yeah, no, they were very damaged. Chris earlier was like, what'd you do to your comic?
Yeah,
I didn't do anything to this comic.
I don't know if you saw when we sat down, I went like this because I thought that was something that had just happened.
No, okay. I did not do this at all. I would never.
I know. I was about to say, oh my god, no, champ, you're not gonna like this.
Corner dings, yeah, like every once in a while, a completely bent front, no. So yes, both copies extremely damaged. This kind of just Elle and Mateo are escaping, and that's like really what this is about. Besides, like
all the deep stuff.
Yeah, the other prose things that are going on, which you can't like necessarily go into right now since you haven't read it.
Right.
But it's really great still. I'm interested like how they're going to wrap this up and like what they're fully trying to say.
I'm excited.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to that one's damaged, so I'll just have to
I mean you can take that one and read it, you just gotta bring it back to work.
Yeah. I could do that. Okay. We'll discuss it.
Yeah, we'll figure it out.
Yeah.
Not right now.
Not right now. We can't do this now. We already got off topic too much.
Yeah, this is die issue number 16. I think we've done all right, but you are on limited time.
Yes.
So die issue number 16.
The group is split again.
Yeah, but brought back together really quickly.
Yeah.
If you, like us, may have spent a lot of time during die just like completely confused about what you're reading in each issue, I feel like this issue does the best job of just kind of like clearing up everything that's been happening for the last 15 issues.
Yeah, no, it does a really, really good job. I was just telling Champ I didn't read I think either the previous one or the previous two.
I think you didn't read the previous two because I read the complete story arc, but you hadn't read like the last two issues.
Well, because I know I had read another one, but I couldn't.
Read the one because you read the one where they like met H.G. Wells, but then I don't think you read the other two where like it went deeper into like H.G. Wells like.
Okay. I think you're right.
I feel like I know you had like started them and maybe like had flipped through it.
Okay.
But I don't think you had like finished it.
That makes sense. So, I didn't read those, but I read this because it's the start of a new story arc and they did a fantastic job of catching me up. So, I am going to go back and read them. I just when I took it home, I realized that it had been long enough that I hadn't actually read them. So, I was like, I'm just going to read it and hope that I'll know what's going on, and I do. I have a fairly good idea of what's going on. The one thing that I didn't understand, and it's because I didn't see it happen, but they did a good job explaining it, is the fall from grace.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, this is pretty deep in. This is 16 issues in, and it is difficult to explain.
I say it's a dense book. But basically, I mean, kids get sucked into an RPG game. And 20 years, or they get spit back out, 10 years later? Mm-hmm. And then 20 years after that, 40 years after that, 2020 is when they get sucked back into the game as adults, back as as their characters, fighting against their old friend who didn't return with them. It's just, it's really weird. I really love it. There's a lot of literary characters that are introduced, and then Kieran talks in the author's notes this time about how because there is a particular literary character that's introduced this time that he's just I don't care about them, I'm not a fan. And he talks about how with the Bronte sisters, when he had introduced them, it was something where he had done a lot of research on the Bronte sisters but wasn't necessarily a huge fan of theirs either. So it's just it's really interesting to
which I thought was really funny because I love them.
Yeah, and I don't know if
he did a really good job of, I don't know, bringing them into the story and making them relevant. So.
And so it just doesn't feel like any of the characters that, he's bringing in are just, haphazard.
There's reasons for it all. Yeah. And it's, very interesting. And, I just gotta say, I love Kieran.
Yeah, no, he's really great.
Yeah.
All of his books have, different dynamics, and I don't know.
I love a good writer.
Yeah, it is just, nice. Okay, so I have the Swamp Thing. This is issue number 3 of 10, and Swamp Thing goes into the green. He accidentally brings his friend because they're trying to figure out what's going on with him. So he's in an MRI, and he learns more about the green, and somebody comes to help him figure it all out and a deeper sense.
Okay. Interesting. Are you enjoying it?
Yeah, no, I really, really like it. It's just like, I don't know, it's hard to explain Swamp Thing books too.
Yeah.
It's just like, there's so much lore and stuff going on, and this particular book is like quite different because it is like a different telling. It's a new Swamp Thing, a new avatar of the green, as they say.
Right. I love that.
So, I really like the art, and the colors are really wonderful. Like, the panel setups are really interesting, and I just, like, I do love the flow of the story itself.
Okay.
It's just, like, you know, I can't, like, I don't want to give it away.
Yeah, no, it's hard, like, certain books, when you're trying to explain them, it's hard to fully explain them without giving anything away. And I know that a lot of DC books are like that, especially with certain characters.
Yeah, and I feel like there's a lot of deeper things going on, especially, like, talking about family, talking about the environment, just, like, those sorts of ideas, and it's just, like, I don't know, it's good. It's a Swamp Thing story.
Right. Okay. Cool.
All right, ready?
Next we have...
Bliss.
This is issue number 7.
One more issue?
One more, yeah.
I'm going to say it once again. I do not like this.
I hate it. I absolutely hate it. Not the book. Just the character that it looks too much like AOC.
I'm going to just...
Not into it.
Throw it here for you. Try to throw it up there.
And the fact that his dad kind of looks like Steve Aoki, too, also kind of stresses me out. Yeah, not going to lie about it.
I guess I kind of, like... just black that one out.
Yeah, I can't. When I look at that version of him, like younger him, I'm just like, oh my god, what is happening? It's cool, but at the same time, I'm like, why?
Like, it's the art is really great. It's just like those particular choices. Yeah, just like not my bag.
Yeah, basically, Perry. It's Perry, right?
Yeah.
Not Percy.
Yeah.
I for some reason always want to say Percy, and I don't know why.
No, Perry. Yeah, Perry.
He's going to save his papa. And try to change the mind of some gods while he's at it.
Yeah, I do really like the story still.
I think
it's like really interesting, and like
the things that you would do for your family, despite the things that they never really did for you.
Yeah, and I mean, I would never have done that for him whatsoever. So. And now whenever I see your, like, goddamn Instagram thing, it's just my dad, and I'm like, what the fuck? Sorry. What's my dad doing here?
I was just sitting watching that Sons of Sam show last night, and I was like, oh, Brayden, I can't believe I forgot to show you this picture. And I pulled it up, and he was like, who is that? I was like, that's Champ's dad. And we had a little laugh about it, and I was like, how funny would that be if I just made that my profile picture on Instagram? And he said, well, I don't know why you haven't done that already. And so that's the story of why Champ's dad is my little profile picture on Instagram.
And my father that I have not seen since I was 6 years old, so, you know, just...
Like, that magnificent mane that's it for me.
How did I not end up with that hair? I will never know. Anger problems, check. Face, check. No mustache, sorry.
That baby picture of you is one of the sweetest looking pictures I've ever seen because it's you. It's very clearly you. But as a baby, it's the weirdest thing to me. It's like every time I see Seth Rogen's face, I'm like, you have a baby face on a man's body. It's the strangest thing to me, but I love it. I love everything about that picture. I'm so glad you sent it to me and trusted me with it. And then I just turned around and just became your dad.
So yeah, Bliss is about families and dads.
That's something we don't know anything about.
That's not a lie.
It's not. It's truly not. My dad is dead. I've never met him, so...
We're just getting full on right now.
I don't care.
I know. So now we're talking about Vampire the Masquerade. This is issue
This is also about dads.
Actually, I was like, no, it's not about dads. But it is, in fact, about dads. And shitty dads. Like, once again, shitty dads.
Something we can both relate to.
Maybe all of us. Who knows? Jesus. This book is really, really, really good.
It was fantastic. I just read it.
The twists and turns are, like, great. Like, Cicely and Allie, like, her, not sire, but young vampires she found on a train.
Yeah.
And decided to take in.
There's a cute little explosion. Oh, I said cute. I say that all the time now. There's an explosion within their relationship, and some truths are revealed, and some people die.
Yeah. Vampires.
I was... It's been a lot about Dracula today for me.
What else happened?
Well, I was talking about, like, goth novels and stuff from, like, back in the day. Because the quote that I'm using is a Lord Byron quote. Because, you know, I love some dramatic men. And then I got on the topic of Dracula, and then we were talking about Harker, and
it's Dracula Day.
It's a dad Dracula Day.
But yeah, I mean, I don't know if this is anything like Vampire the Masquerade, the game, but I suppose if you play that game, this would probably be a lot of fun for you.
Yeah. Who knows?
Who knows? But
Read it.
Art, story.
The story is
Check,
really good. I've never played the game. I have it downloaded, but when do I have time to play games? It's been downloaded for like a year now, and I just haven't played it.
Someday, maybe we can try.
We'll do it together. I have this one last issue. This is Marauders. This is issue number 20. This is, I believe, the last one before the gala starts.
Yes, it's 21 is...
Yes. This issue was a lot of fun. This goes, the Marauders are just hanging out with Storm on a boat, and they're talking about their favorite Storm memories, while all guessing how many knives Storm carries on her.
All right, that's cool.
It was actually really cool. Each of the memories is like really fun. There's one, the Kitty Pryde one is my favorite because she's like, yo, I broke my nose one time, and Storm was just like popping it back into place, and Nightcrawler's off to the side like gagging, which I thought was really funny because remember I was like, oh, he's not even in here. That's what he's doing in there. He just watches Kate get her nose unbroken and then pukes. So
it's good.
It's my boy. Can't handle a broken nose.
I don't know anything about that.
A little squeamish. Whatever.
All right, well, that's it. That's been this week. We did it quickly. We didn't get too distracted. So, you know, we love you.
3 cheers for dads.
We hope you have a good dad in your life. And a good mom, maybe. And if you do, you know, that's
we
good
don't know anything about that.
That's good for you. So we will see you next week. Go to your local comic book stores, buy comics, support them, support your friends, support the libraries. What you got?
Nothing.
Support my Black and Pink fundraiser. The link is in our bio on Instagram, and then I'll put it everywhere so you can go give me money for other people.
You know what? While we're on that note, why don't you just give us money too?
If you can. I don't know. Heather has a Venmo.
I do. I don't want to say it. I'll put it in the link in our bio.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
See you on the flippity flip.